This weekend is the NASCAR Races on the Charlotte Roval for the weekend of October 2nd through the 4th of 2025. This weekend is the Cup Series Bank of America Roval 400, Xfinity Series Blue Cross of North Carolina 250, and the Truck Series EcoSave 250. This weekend is also the final race in the round of 12 in the Cup and Xfinity playoffs, and it is the first race in the round of 8 for the Truck Series. Last Saturday in the Xfinity Series Kansas Lottery 300, Brandon Jones led 54 of 200 laps for his third career win at this track. Connor Zilisch second, which was his 16th consecutive top 5 finish, breaking the record of 15 set by Sam Ard in 1983. Another record for the rookie sensation. Austin Hill third. Jones moves to first in the playoffs with the win. Zilisch, Allgaier, and Mayer round out the top 4. In the Cup Series Hollywood Casino 400, on the first overtime restart, Zane Smith would end up on his side against the wall and flip twice. On the second overtime restart, in the final lap, Denny Hamlin would get up the track, sending Wallace into the wall. Chase Elliott had all the momentum at this point to slingshot past them for the surprise victory. Another thrilling race at Kansas in the last 2 years. Denny Hamlin second and Christopher Bell third. Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney have automatically advanced to the round of 8. Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin round out the top 4 in the playoffs. On Friday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern Time is truck practice, followed by truck qualifying at 12:10 p.m. Eastern Time on FS2. The Truck Series EcoSave 250 is at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on FS1. Xfinity practice is on Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, with qualifying at 12:40 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW app. Cup practice at 2 p.m. Eastern Time and qualifying at 3:10 p.m. Eastern Time on True TV. At 5 p.m. Eastern Time is the Xfinity Series Blue Cross of North Carolina 250. Final event of the weekend is the Cup Series Bank of America Roval 400 on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on the USA Network. The weather for all 3 days has highs in the mid to high 70s each day, with no forecast of rain as of Tuesday. This is the first ever Truck Series race at the Roval for the 2025 EcoSave 250. Corey Heim is my pick to win. In the only road race of the year at Lime Rock Park, Heim led 99 of 100 laps for the dominant win. So naturally, he is the hands-down pick to win. If Heim wins, he will have the single-season records for most wins in a season. First wild card is Lane Riggs. Riggs led 1 lap, keeping Heim from the perfect day at Lime Rock Park this season. Riggs is currently second in the playoff standings and, in my opinion, has the best shot at winning the championship other than Heim. Final wild card is Chandler Smith. Smith had a nice 5th place finish in the 2024 Xfinity race at the Roval. I think his experience and top 5 finish in that race will help him possibly get the win this year in the truck race. In the 2024 Xfinity Series Blue Cross of North Carolina 250, Sam Mayer led 13 laps to get the win. A.J. Allmendinger second, and in a surprise finish on a road course, Shane Van Gisbergen third. In the 2025 Xfinity Series Blue Cross of North Carolina 250, Connor Zilisch is my pick to win. He has won 3 of the 4 road courses this year, which excludes the Chicago Street Course where he was second. The last time he did not finish a race in the top 5 was at Texas on May 3rd. Kyle Larson filled in for him and won that race. The week prior, Zilisch was leading the final lap at Talladega before hitting the wall, causing him to miss the race at Texas with concussion symptoms. Since the Charlotte race in May, he has had 16 straight top 5 finishes. Simply incredible. Sam Mayer is my first wild card, last year's winner, and he even defeated Shane Van Gisbergen, which is no easy task. Since then, Van Gisbergen has only lost 2 road races at this year's Cup race at COTA and to Connor Zilisch in the Xfinity Sonoma race. Plus, Mayer has 4 road course wins in the Xfinity Series in his career. I look for him to give Zilisch a great challenge this weekend. Final wild card is a surprise pick for most people in William Sawalit. Out of the 5 road course races, in which I do not count the street course in Chicago, Sawalich has an average finish of 9.2 due to wrecking out at Watkins Glen. Without that result, Sawalich has a 5th place average finish in the 4 other road courses. His best finish was 2nd at Portland in August. In the 2024 Cup Series race at the Charlotte Roval, Kyle Larson would lead 62 of 109 laps for the win. Christopher Bell second, and William Byron third. In the 2025 Cup Series Bank of America Roval 400, Shane Van Gisbergen is my pick to win. Even though he finished 7th in this race last year, he has been so dominant this season on the street and road courses, winning 4 of the 5 races. Most of those wins were by a large margin. His only loss on a road course was 6th at COTA. Christopher Bell is my first wild card. With 1 road win at COTA this season, last year he finished 2nd at this race. Bell is the only Cup driver besides SVG that can say they have won a road race this season. The final wild card is William Byron. He was 3rd at this race last year. On the road courses this season, Byron is averaging 5.75 with a season high of 2nd at COTA, a race in which he also finished ahead of SVG. Byron is currently 6th in the playoffs and has secured his spot in the round of 8. Let me know who you have winning in any of the races this weekend in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.